Okay, guys, I'm back here with part two of this, just reviewing some other numbers. So, yesterday we were doing the CalHAFA. The CalHAFA, we were talking about a $725,000 loan amount with a payment of $5,000. That's a big difference from an $850,000 loan amount, or purchase price rather, right? Gets a whole lot more house. So the thing is, what you're going to need is you're probably going to need. Well, let's put in here, see if we can do this. The thing is, I don't think there's a second we can get to go to 95%. That's the challenge. There aren't a lot of lenders out there offering seconds. There hasn't been since basically 2008. And those that do want to see them go to typically no higher than 90%. So with a 715 credit score, you guys are going to be in the best shape going with 10% down and getting a 10% second, and then your payment would look like this. You come down here, you have a $36.50 payment, and then we go over to our loan processing software, where we took that $680,000 first, which is 20% in 80/50, showing a 20% down payment. That payment's $36.50. There is a second on here for $85,000, right? That's 10%. So you have a first for $680, then a second for $85,000, giving you a total combined loan to value of 90%. So here's the payment on the second. That's interest only, and then you have your property tax down here, typically 1.25%, as I said. And so that would give you a payment of $5,000, $5,100 on your $850,000 property. So that's kind of what you're going to need to have is 10% down to get that property. Now, or a loan with 5% down, or with a 717 score rather. Let's go to 720 and see if this changes anything. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that 720 gets you down here in the 4.5. Let's go back to 717 just so I can double check this. So at 720, you're at 4.5 on a no points loan at $1,300 credit, okay? On 717, or at 717, you're at 5%. So it's a couple $100 a month difference in payment too. So what we need to do is, you need to let me run your credit report and let me see what the score is, one. And then I'll run a simulator program that we have through our credit reporting agencies. So if your credit score isn't a 717, I can do what's called a rapid rescore and make it a 717, assuming that some of that's keeping it from being a 720 is attributable to revolving debt or perhaps some recent collections or something that we could get resolved and thereby increase that credit score, thus enabling you to qualify for the 4.5% rate. So it's a little bit more than just a home loan, right? You guys really need somebody that does all of it, and that's me. So, yeah, 4.5%. There we go. So that's where you want to be. You want to do your 720. You want to have a credit score of 720, and you want to have 10% down. So you can buy your $850,000 house and have a payment that's going to be about $4,500 a month. Okay? So you take your 4.5 at $3,450. $3,450, and let's take the 4.5. $3,450 basically. Now you're down to, well, it's not a considerable drop, maybe a couple $100 a month. I think it was at almost $5,200 before. But of course, you're buying a lot more house. You're now at $850,000 versus $725 or something. Okay, so that's kind of the deal. You need that 10% down to make this happen. Let's see now, the 10%. So this would be, let me double check this for a second. Let me see the other financing. Yeah, this is 10%. That's what that was. So this is the first to 80. This is the second to 10. Right. 4,800. So with a credit score of 720, we can make this work. But the payment is still going to be $48.91 a month. And that's just the way it goes. You get up in the nearly $1 million a month and $1 million home price, and the payments, I don't need to tell you, right? Okay, if you guys have any more questions, of course you will, and I look forward to answering them. Hopefully I answered a lot of them with this info. Have a good one.